Hi friends, this is Dr. Shikha Dutta and I am back with the next video on crisis management. In the previous video, we discussed about the external and internal measures of promoting PR. Now my topic is crisis. Now question is, what is crisis? The word crisis comes from two Chinese words, danger and opportunity. Crisis is any event that is expected to lead to an unstable and dangerous situation affecting an individual, group, or whole organization. Crisis management is a process by which an organization deals with a major event and that threatens to harm the organization, its stakeholders, and all other members. Elements of crisis are threat to the organization, elements of surprise, short decision time, a need for change. Types of crisis are as follows: the financial crisis, technological crisis, personal crisis, organizational crisis, natural crisis, confrontational crisis, crisis of malaise, human-made disasters, financial crisis. A financial crisis occurs when an organization suddenly loses a large amount of money, making it difficult to meet its financial obligations or services its debits. Some factors that can contribute to a financial crisis that this includes loss of revenue, inflation, bankruptcy, loss of market, sudden change in market trend. Therefore, the financial crisis can lower an organization's ability to serve customers effectively. This type of event also realizes the risks of talent loss. Ways to deal with a financial crisis include having crisis fund for such situation or finding alternative sources of liquidity. Second one is creating better strategy to generate revenue, changing your business models or finding new markets, finding partners that can provide emergency funds, having a crisis management plan to recover your operations and mitigate the damage. Second one is technological crisis. Your organization can face technological crisis, and this could include hardware and software failure or industrial accidents. For example, a business that sells its product or services via a website or online store can quickly lose huge amount in revenue if its services crash suddenly. If your competitors starts producing their products with a technology that allows them to cut production costs and launch faster, they can quickly increase their market share and cut your revenue. So an effective strategy for preventing and managing this technological crisis is to invest in backup system that can fill the void if your main infrastructure suddenly becomes inoperable. Next is personal crisis. A personal crisis happens when somebody from your organization become involved in illegal and unethical behavior impacting your company's public reputation. The issues might be related to the employee's conduct at work or in their private life. The way the company manages the situation is extremely important. It requires a balanced plan that addresses the issues directly with the help of relevant stakeholders. Determine the appropriate disciplinary measure to take against the employee, both to preserve their legal rights and protect the reputation of your business. Next one is organizational crisis. These are three basic types of organizational crisis, including crisis of deception occurs when an employee from a company misrepresents information about organization which damages its reputation and misleads others. Taking legal and disciplinary action against the employees is an effective strategy for managing this crisis. Second one, crisis of management misconduct. In this situation, a crisis occurs because management involves itself in unethical actions such as selling fake products, selling customers confidential information, or engaging in illegal activities. A crisis keyword management values. This happens when management make a decision that happens the organization profit in the short term without considering for long term benefits and the consequences, which puts investors money at risk. Management may withhold information about investment or misuse their powers to achieve their aim. Next one, organizational crisis can lead to court cases, reputational damage, and loss of loyalty. Managing of organizational crisis usually involves creating a new company culture with a new set of values that guides the conduct of management and employees, ensuring ethical behavior as the company serves customers and generates revenue. Natural crisis. A natural crisis occurs when disasters like earthquake, tsunami, then hurricane, then disturb a company's business. While most business can quickly recover from natural disasters, some companies, especially in the extractive and power industry, may be severely impacted. For example, it may be difficult for a power company to restart operations if tsunami caused explosion at its nuclear power plant and destroyed hundreds of miles of power lines. To avoid this kind of problem from natural crisis, companies must build structure that can uh, withstand extreme weather and natural disasters in the area and create plan to put operation back online quickly as possible. Confrontational crisis, next one. A confrontational crisis when an individual or group of people has specific demands and takes action to make management meet their needs. Confrontational crisis can lead to strikes, boycotts, and blockages of the workplaces. Negotiation is the best way to come out from this problem. So therefore, confrontational crisis, ideally with the help of professional negotiator, can be solved. Crisis of malice. A crisis of malice occurs because of unearthly rivalry or competitions. For example, a rival company can launch a campaign against a top executive or even a line of products to discredit a more successful competitor so they can lose public trust and market share. This type of crisis requires legal action uh, against that kind of crisis. Therefore, professionals should be involved and invited to solve this crisis. Next one is human-made disasters. Human-made disaster is a type of crisis caused by action of people. For example, a cyber attack can disturb uh, the operation of a business and make it difficult to restart them. Financial crises such as one that result from the high level market manipulation and transportation. Accident can also lead to a serious crisis for a company. To protect your organization and employees, it is vital to have an action plan for such situation if your business is vulnerable to human-made crisis. Need for crisis management. Crisis management prepare the individual to face unexpected developments and adverse conditions in the organization with courage and determination. Employees adjust well to the sudden changes in the organization, and therefore we have to manage employees as well as the workplace. Employees can understand and analyze the cause of crisis and cope with it in the best possible way. Crisis management helps the managers to devise strategies to come out of uncertain conditions and also decide on the future course of action. Crisis management helps the managers to feel the early signs of crisis, warn the employees against the aftermath, and take necessary precautions for the same. The next, we want to talk about the cycle, how to manage crisis. That first is prevention, second one is mitigation, third one is preparedness, fourth one is response, fifth one is recovery, and the recovery are these are the 5 steps and to be followed before handling this crisis. So the one is prevention, that is action taken to avoid an incident, stopping an incident from occurring. Mitigation refers to measures that prevent an emergency, reduce the chance of an emergency and happening, or reduce the damaging effects of unavoidable emergency. Typical mitigation measures include establishing building codes and zoning requirements, installing shutters, and constructing barriers such as leaves, and preparedness activities increases a community's ability to respond when a disasters occur. Typical preparedness measures include developing mutual and aid agreements and memorandum of understanding, training for both response personnel and concerned citizens in conducting disaster exercise to reinforce training and test capabilities and presenting all hazard education's company. Then next is response, action carried out immediately before, during, and immediately after hazard impact. What are aimed at saving lives, reducing economics losses. Response actions may include activating the emergencies operations center, evacuating threatened population, opening shelters, and providing mass care, emergency rescue, and medical care, and so on. Next is recovery. Action taken to return a community to normal or near normal conditions, including the restoration of basic services and the repair of physical, social, and economic damages. Typical recovery actions include debris cleanup, financial assistance to individuals and governments. And with this, you can understand how to manage and how to control the crisis.